What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about a high school legend that was well on his way to becoming an NBA player, but then the injury bug, actually 7 surgeries set him back, and he was not able to get to where he wanted to be. Before we get into this story, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comments. And please hit the like button and watch this video all the way to the end because it helps us out more than you guys know. So today we're going to be looking at a player of the name Jason Fraser. He was a McDonald's All-American at Amityville High School. While there, he averaged 22 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks. He passed on turning pro immediately and decided to go to Villanova and play there. At that time, he could have turned and went to the pros immediately, but his mom wanted him to go to college, so he passed on that and turned to the college route and went to Villanova. Now, this is where the trouble started. While he was there, he had his freshman year, and throughout his college career, he had 7 surgeries. He had 5 on his knees and 2 on his right wrist. And this is really what stopped his rise to the pros and, allowed him to, or didn't allow him to become the NBA player that people thought he was going to be. I know now he is currently on this, or was on the Suns coaching staff. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but he did, I guess, make it to the NBA technically, but as a coach for the Suns. So talking about these 7 surgeries he had. We'll break it down a little bit here and give you a little bit of a timeline. So as a freshman at Villanova, he had surgery on each knee to remove inches of calcium deposits. Then as a sophomore, he had left knee surgery to remove debris in his left knee. Then as a junior, his season ended with a broken right wrist after a game where he scored 25 points and 13 rebounds. Then at this same night, they had their chartered plane had to make an emergency landing. The same night that he had a great game, but ended up breaking his right wrist and ended his season. And then the following season, he had surgeries again on each knee. These ones were only microfracture procedures, but he had it on both knees again. And then they also had to redo his right wrist surgery with a bone graft, and a screw still remains in his wrist. I know as a freshman, he averaged 7 points per game, and by the time he got down to his senior year, he only averaged 3.5 points per game. So he had quite the fall, quite the downfall, not necessarily because of his fault, but because of injuries, because of surgeries. But the thing we can take away from this is that, the drive to keep going, the will to keep going. I know him and even his coach Jay Wright talk about how he was inspiring everybody and just made everyone else want to push through any other little injuries they had, any other aches and pains. And he was a huge motivator for his team those 4 years at Villanova. If it weren't for these surgeries, who knows where he could have been, or even if he decided to turn pro, instead of going the college route, he could have been in the NBA making some noise and could be an NBA legend instead of just a high school legend. So, unfortunately that happens sometimes to some of these players. It sucks that as a McDonald's All-American, he was second-ranked center in the nation at the time, and the injury bug just got him. So leave in the comments down below if you know any other cool stories or anything else about Jason Fraser, your thoughts on this, your thoughts on this story. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.